Alright, so we're down at the shop today, and we're going to talk about the Razor. Made it through another season. Kind of just go over what I like, don't like. Obviously the tag in North Carolina is new, so I got a lot more miles on it this year than I have prior year. We're going to get to it here. I'm going to go through everything I like about this thing, everything that I've run into with the ProXP. Stay tuned. Alright, so this is a 2021 ProXP 2-seater. Have a lot of videos on this, the whole machine build. Really the only differences in the machine build and where it's at right now, it's probably like the mirrors, maybe kind of how I have the back configured here. Really do like this Pelican 20. It fits perfect with the Polaris style rear. They do have another one that mounts here, but I chose to go with this Pelican. It really does a good job about keeping your food cold. We ride a lot, you know, all day long, you know, kind of packing lunch and snacks and that works out really well. I will say this machine over the 1000, I don't know how well that's going to come through on camera, but just the underside of the machine, there's more room, there's less spots for grime to get. This really isn't, I don't know if that's going to come through, but this is not super washed. I mean, I've kept it clean. It's the winter. We have done a little bit of snow riding, which has kind of cleaned off the tires a bit. But as you can see, this is in much better shape than my 1000S was at this amount of time of riding. So I'm really happy with that. It's been a lot less maintenance. Really haven't had to mess with the center drive shafts, any of that stuff. If you go back and look at my 1000S videos, it's just basically been zero maintenance other than the oil. So that's been really good. The windshield, I don't know that there may be a little scratch or two in it. This windshield has done it excellent. I've taken really good care of it. I did install the wiper when I did the tag. What I've been doing to take care of this windshield is basically using a spray bottle and a squeegee, making sure you get it really wet, and you know, use the squeegee to get it off. Never really wipe the window unless you're washing it with a lot of water. Really the only negatives, I guess, and it's really not a huge deal, this is going to happen. You can kind of see there's a little bit of rust. Not, you know, that I'm, you know, washing this thing every single time I ride it. But really these bolts and probably the door bolts that came with these bags, those are not the standard. None of this is Polaris. I think these are Super ATV. Everything on this has not caused a problem but these bolts, and they're a little rusty. So I'll probably swap those out at some point, and these door bolts. Kind of just giving you some shots here. Again, you know, I'm not really done a deep clean on this thing yet. I'll probably wait till spring to do that, because anytime it snows we try to go out and ride. And we're pretty much riding this at any time there's warm weather. Today we went and rode down to Dillsboro and got some food. So up here on the front, these are the HMF bumpers. I've got a video on that. I have smashed this thing. You can kind of see here, I've, you know, knocked some paint off into rocks at Windrock. This thing is bulletproof. Works really good with a winch. Super happy with this winch. If you look at this, basically this is just sprayed off with the water hose. Once a year I do unspool this and clean the cable. As you can see, it's basically in brand new condition. It looks exactly like it did when I installed it. The wiring job has worked out really well, no chafing. I'm really happy with this winch. I've been using other manufacturers, you know, some of the cheaper ones, and by this point you would start seeing like oxidation on the spool. I would have definitely replaced this rope by now. And just the overall winch, you know, the paint, the labels, by now after a couple pressure washings that would all be coming off. This one looks like the day I bought it, so can't say enough about this thing. I've used it many times. I really do like the light control and the thermal control, so you can kind of see what your load is and what kind of impact you're having on your winching. But this thing's a beast. This is a 45S well size for this machine. I do like the front camera. I've used that several times. in rocky conditions, especially if you're by yourself. It makes it a lot easier to see. Kind of if you run up on an obstacle and you kind of forget what's actually there, that'll give you kind of a hint what's ahead. You don't have a lot of room to maneuver. Again, I have tagged this in North Carolina, so we've got the full road legal kit on this thing. These things have done really well. They're real easy to install. Light bar has been awesome. This is just a cheap Amazon light bar. You can kind of see my mounting system there. I have not had to touch this. This has been bulletproof. Roof, this was a really good decision. So prior to this, I've always used like the Polaris plastic clip-on roofs. This is a lot lower profile. It doesn't make any noise. Way easier to keep clean. And it also gives you a spot to mount your UHF antenna. So that is a basically a puck style antenna. You can kind of see how it comes through right there, runs around and runs down to my Midland general radio service radio. You do have to be licensed for those. It's real easy to do. You just go to the FCC. But those are really nice. Love the ride command. Has performed flawlessly. I think I'm on like maybe update 3. So the updating goes really smooth. I did go with the Super ATV thing. One thing I'll say about it, it does light up the directionals on the console there. Basically you run up into the wiring harness and add 2 wires. All my switches have worked out really well, especially after I replaced that one that failed. The USB port voltage reader, that's worked very well. My last Razor 1000, I think I had the exact same one, but the face broke off. This one has not had that problem, mainly because I think there's a little bit more room there for the switch. It just fits in better. I do like the new style, you know, cigarette lighter just plug in. I think they have well, maybe the newer ones, they have like a port that has the normal 12-volt adapter, but the cigarette lighter idea works really well. And the cool thing about it is your cigarette lighter works when the Razor is completely off. Cheap Amazon. I think this is a Kinomoto mirror. This is really good. This is all aluminum cast. It bolts into the stock locations. You pretty much have to have that for the road. These are really nice for the road as well, because one thing that I've realized driving on the roads around here is you really need to have mirrors so that you can see to change lanes. On the back here, kind of the same thing. This is a windfall mount. This is what I had on the 1000. Still love these mounts. These are awesome. If you do need a set of mounts, be sure to check out these guys. I don't know if this is going to come through on camera, but it's windfall mounts, or windfall CNC. Really nice CNC job on the mount. Works with standard fire extinguishers you can get at Lowe's. Luckily I've not had to use these, but they come off really easy. Got 2 of them, and it's just something, you know, I've always had on every Razor. As far as like, I was a little worried about this blue powder coat, you know, chipping or coming off or whatever, but I've kind of inspected it, and really I don't see really any areas. There's one little area on that arm where it may have touched something and just scuffed the powder coat. It didn't actually get all the way to the metal, but I'm really impressed with this coating. It's done really well. I've still, basically this is still a bone stock machine, other than the, you know, the windshield and the accessories, etc. Does really well. Off-road, I probably will go to 32-inch tires when these wear out. One thing I'll mention, these are carnivores. I have a lot of highway miles on these. At first, when I started running on the highway, they seemed to be wearing really fast, but now that I've drove it quite a bit, it just kind of seems not to be wearing anymore. So I don't know if they have like a stickier rubber, you know, on the outside, and that kind of wears down to the harder rubber, or what. But I've got a lot of miles on this with no issues. Again, the side protection, I went with HMF. You can kind of see this has not necessarily been a trailer queen. As you can see, this has had some big impacts. I did a video on this before. You can buy these plugs on Amazon. I haven't bashed these in again, but I think the first trip out with these HMFs, I basically tore this completely off. This is the first thing it's going to hit. Especially if you hit a rock, it's just going to peel it off or shave it off. And this hides your bolt that goes in behind here. But all in all, Really happy. This machine just impresses me every time I get in it. Plenty of power, turbo, plenty of capability. It really has gotten through areas that I didn't think it would get through without issue. And the very few times that I've had to winch it, it was basically more of a safety thing than, you know, it actually being able to go. I just didn't want to roll over or, you know, break anything per se. That's why we put winches on these machines. You get stuck, you know, when in doubt, winch. But really happy with this machine. Just kind of wanted to do an update. I hadn't done a video on the razor itself in a while, but it's still here, and this thing has performed flawlessly. If you do ProXP, I'll highly recommend the HMF accessories. They work really well. This is not a sponsored video. I bought all this stuff. Again, the worn winch, excellent. Like, I would not choose any other combination. I really like this flip up windshield. This will flip up and pretty much stay up if you do just normal riding, if you want airflow to go back through the razor. Really happy with this. This is, I think, is a Super ATV. I did a video on it before, and that, in case you're wondering, you can mount your windshield wiper right here through this metal bar and plastic, and basically it works perfectly. If you don't want the windshield wiper to risk, you know, slinging down in front of you during the critical time, you can actually spin it all the way around and put it up above this, and it will not come down unless you get out and actually pull the wiper out and go and actually let it go back down to the glass. The windshield wiper is just, you know, on Amazon you can find them. They're just basically a shaft with a small handle. At first I basically installed it to meet the requirements, but after getting out in the snow, I actually use that quite a bit in the snow, so that really surprised me. Anyway, I hope this helps some folks out, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.